into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hawkeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to throw, it's back. Pressure coming. Coming out aggressively. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake over it.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moulton. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Looking for room. It's Moulton. Powers through. Oh, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Hey, that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's back. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go! Let's go!
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. That Miami offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, it's Beck. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Daniels. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He's in open space downfield. Got enough for the first. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Running back searching for a hole. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll go right back to the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Canes are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Off play action on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Thrust that arm out. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for room. It's Moulton. Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pulls it in.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. How about picking up top yards like that as he gets to the 22?
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Beck. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Daniels.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver. Gain of 5.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Toss sweep to the right. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads to the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. got an open man.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Phillips. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Caught close to the marker. It's Daniels. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Beck. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to fire deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're setting up the screen. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
To the air. It's back. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see. There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
The Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat on a hat to go get them first.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is... He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet you different.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go, here we go.
On the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Showing off the arm. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Calls his own number. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always running, just exhausting.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's back. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Makes the grab. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That's caught. It's Bauman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, give on the inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Moulton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They'll go to the counter. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's back. Right down the middle. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Power football with the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man downfield.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Beck. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now on the option. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Trying to get it to the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to...
He's looking deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Now facing a 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.